I've said it times above numbers that power is taken and not given. And if the Azimio Brigade will want to beat President Ruto in 2027, then they should come out strongly and look for a wiser and aggressive leader, or else I don't see the need of wasting billions going to an election. Raila seems to be full of surprises, but personally, I've always anticipated for his next course of action. And I'd like to prophesize here that the Right Honorable shall be on the ballot come 2027. And the funny part of it is that Kalonzo Musyoka is waiting for a public endorsement from the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. And in this episode, I'd like to bring you up to speed onto the people to whom I strongly believe are going to lose in the 2027 presidential election, contrary to those who are going to win. I'm yet to know them. But before we concretize on that, if you're watching me for the very first time, kindly please consider hitting on the subscribe button. If you've been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, kindly please consider hitting on the subscribe button. And more so, if you're watching me from a different platform, either Telegram, TikTok, or Facebook, kindly please just head on to YouTube, search for Mohamed Sudi. I'll be the first right person to pop up. If matters socio-economic and political matters are your great areas of concerns, kindly please consider hitting on the subscribe button, so that each and every time that I upload a new video, it will automatically reflect on the notification panel. And by so doing, you'll simply be supporting my content. Now, for Kalonzo to win the presidency, if not the presidential ticket, then he should simply up his game. He is sitting and waiting for the Right Honorable to hand over the mantle to him. That is equivalently to a daytime dream. If indeed he is serious, by now he should have launched countrywide campaigns as a key strategy in mobilizing and consolidating his support base. Because honestly, the Right Honorable has tried 5 times and it didn't work. Maybe he handing over the mantle to someone else like Kalonzo, maybe that could be the possibility where the opposition's fortune lies. And if he tries for the first time, they clinch to power. And it's so funny that Kalonzo hasn't learned from Ruto, simply because power was not handed over to Ruto. Ruto took over leadership while Uhuru was still in power. And he started by consolidating his support base and formed UDA, of which it was more of the second version of Jubilee. And that is the time that Uhuru came up with Tanga Tanga, because he started moving countrywide, trying to consolidate his support base. Kalonzo doesn't want to bolt out of Raila's circle and make himself the president, forgetting that Ruto wouldn't have been president today if indeed he kept on holding on to Raila back in 2007. And one of the tricks that Kalonzo can use for him to clinch to power in 2027 or 2032, then it's simple. He should just try and join hands with all the retired governors. Then join hands with President Ruto immediately after the 2027 election, and that shall make him the most suitable and preferred candidate for the presidency come 2032. At some point, I really fail to understand who Kalonzo's advisors are, simply because they seem to be dead asleep. If they cannot even concentrate on marketing the Kalonzo Musyoka for 2027, Kalonzo himself doesn't want to act like a national leader, but instead keeps on acting like Wiper Party leader. And I kid you not, with these poor strategies, the man shall never rule or lead this country. He is deemed to fail simply because he doesn't want to work hard for the presidency. But at some point, I take Kalonzo as a joker. Imagine this, if up to this juncture he hasn't learned between the fallout of President Ruto and former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, then I will say with due respect, he must be a slow learner, simply because Ruto never waited for Uhuru to hand over his supporters to him. Instead, he went to the ground and tried to consolidate his own fan base, of which it really worked. But that has been my opinion. If you have a contrary opinion to mine, kindly please just feel free to drop it in the comment section and I'll give it a right of reply. And as I end this, kindly please don't forget to comment, like, share, and most importantly, kindly please just click on the subscribe button. Thank you and may God bless you.